Good morning, welcome to another Friday Instagram from West Australia on Anzac Day. So happy Anzac Day, obviously. A lot of remembrance goes into that. My grandfather fought in North Africa and he got hit by a big German shell, what he called a big golden bastard. So he was lucky to get out alive. So very special day for both Australia and New Zealand. And of course, we're here for the Quokka, back again, going for 3 in a row with Bobby and Overpass. How is he, Bobby?
Yep, I'm extremely happy with him. He's settled in nicely as always, and he's come on really well since he's been here. So, yeah, everything's going right.
What's he looking at, Bobby?
The track, just making sure, his turf is doing okay for tomorrow. Keeping an eye on things.
Yeah, I think he's in really good order. We've very much followed the same routine as we've had previously. He had a good gallop on last week on Thursday and another good gallop on Tuesday. And how did you think he was compared to previous years, Bobby?
I thought his recovery has been a lot better than previous years. And looking back at the tracker pad, his sectionals have come back really strong. He's one of those who doesn't sort of a little bit lazy towards the line, but that's just him, so that doesn't have us worried ever. But no, I'm extremely happy with the way he's been going.
Yeah, and he looks fantastic. If anything, he probably looks better this year than he has in the previous two Quokkas. He often looks great in December for the winter bottom or November, but actually he definitely looks better this year. So we're really happy with him. Obviously he's good in the TJ. He's drawn 10 of 14. And the speed, obviously front page is staying here. He's going to be hard to beat. You've got Headwall there too, Critchetti the Kiwi, and of course all the locals. So not an easy race, but I think he'll be able to put himself in the first 2 or 3 comfortably enough, and that's the key. He's got a high cruising speed. We'll try and use it tomorrow. So looking forward to it. It's Lobby's best bet of the weekend. I might have to follow him. The way Lobby's going. It's not necessarily a good thing. Anyway, so we've had a great week. Within the Law was absolutely fantastic in the Champagne Stakes. She was so game, so brave, and I just thought she was going to have it for a moment, and she got beaten by a better horse on the day. But she's gone for a spell. We've got a big spring preparation for her. We'll just finalise that over the coming weeks, but she's done a remarkable job. An amazing 2-year-old filly, amazing filly to have in the stable. She just puts in 100%. Sandpaper was very good in the last race. I must say I got a big thrill out of that. Not because the camera woman here, Andrea, is a part owner, but I thought he was in a lot of trouble. He worked hard to get to the front and was able to hold on, so it was a really, really good effort. He will actually go with Iona Merck to Rockhampton for a new race, a race called the Archer, $1 million. So that's Sunday week. So it's going to be a nice 2-pronged attack there at the Archer with 2 Derby horses. Of course, Iona Merck had a remarkable preparation. He's back in good order. The other highlight during the week was Monday, Ellipsis, who's a very nice filly. And she won really well at Canterbury. I thought she'd be a touch vulnerable first up. It was a tough race. She had to work to get across, and she was really game. So she's a filly with a lot of promise. Filly that I've always had time for. So great for her to get a city win. She's got a really good pedigree. So got a few runners tomorrow and today. So we've got 2 at Bathurst. We've got Time Bandit. I think she's a really good chance. Definitely a big drop in grade. There's a fair bit of noise going on here. I think she should go really well. And Sassy Abbey, and she's Luke's tip as well. He thinks she will be very hard to beat in the 2-year-old 1100 metre race. And she's been going super. Her work's actually been super. She's been in stable for a fair bit of time, but she's handling everything, going well. So she should be a really good chance. Then we've got 1 at Gosford. called Meet Me in Bondi. 2100 suits, a little bit of cut out of the track. I don't think will be a problem with him, and he's rock hard fit, so he'll be a great chance there. Then we've got 2 at Kensington. Broadway Follies, only 6 horses, drawn 1. She'll be able to. She raced really well last week too. She was a good second, so I think she's going really well. She should be able to put herself right there. She's a good chance. And then we've got Thunderlips, who is a horse that ran very well first up. Loves a wet track, so it is going to be demanding today. I think that will suit. And yeah, I think he'll be really hard to beat. It's actually a really open race. I think it's a $7 favourite, and he's one of the equal favourites. But 1400 suits in terms of where he's at, and wet track is a big tick.
So is he your tip of the week?
He's tip for today, and we'll get into tomorrow. That was a long sequence. Any questions? Help me out, Andrea, please.
Yeah, we do have a bunch of questions. Someone wants to know what's been your highlight of your WA trip so far?
I must say the Margaret River was great, and we did a maze, myself, Andrea, and my daughter Elizabeth. We did it in 19 minutes, found all 4 corners. I thought that was pretty good. Went mountain biking too. Went to Amelia's Park Vineyard. That was amazing. The food was great and very scenic. So that was great to see a bit of West Australia.
And then there's lots of questions asking, have you got any winners at various racetracks across the country? Well, here's an interesting question. Aces and Races says, Björn, who do you like for the Kentucky Derby in the USA?
Yeah, I must say, I haven't looked at it. I've been lucky enough to be to the Kentucky Derby twice. And I haven't looked at all, but that's, very soon. It's coming up. And, of course, there's the new Netflix series out, which we watched the first part, which was interesting.
Yeah. Donnie says, what's the plan forwards for Raikkonen? The Brisbane Carnival, perhaps?
Yeah, he's nominated on Wednesday. He's a really promising horse. He's won 2 from 4. And then his last start, he actually went to Stakes Company in Queensland and missed the jump terribly. So that sort of knocked him out of contention. But he's going well. He's going to have a really good gallop tomorrow, and we'll just decide whether we possibly run on Wednesday or save him.
Kate is interested to know about Starmay on Saturday and thoughts there.
Yeah, and I'll get straight into her. She was a good first up. She needed that run, no doubt about it. She's definitely fitter, and she's performed well on a soft track. So I think it's going to be a very best case soft, a genuine soft 6 or 7, and probably heavy. And she does get through it. She gets in with a pretty good weight, and I think she's going to be better for that first up chance. So she's definitely some chance at really good odds.
Mm-hmm. Do you want more questions? Or
more questions, please. Okay. Thank you.
Mick wants to know that you've left room in your bag for the Cup. Watch the 7 kg limit.
Yeah, I hope he's right. We definitely don't take it for granted, but I think he's a good chance.
And the Knuckleheads say good luck with Overpass, spewing they can't be there.
Oh, yeah, we'll miss you guys. Yeah, no, it's a pity you can't be here, but he looks fantastic.
He does. He looks amazing.
Win, lose or draw, I think he's in ready to run a very, very good race. You've done a good job, Bobby.
Thank you.
And Shanette asks, is there any update on Unleashing Setback?
Yeah, and she's gone to the paddock, unfortunately, so she'll go for a good 6-week break. We're just not getting there. She's a really good filly. Of course, she came second to Private Harry. Their form's good. So I guess the biggest risk is an horse is not having ability. She's got a lot of it. We'll look after her and hopefully get her back to the track in the new season.
Someone's actually asking about Fun Fact. How's Fun Fact enjoying retirement? I think I can answer that. There's actually an Instagram account you can follow along, and it looks like he's having a great time doing some jumps and enjoying retired life. Are you ready for the boys from Cootamundra?
Yeah, Cootamundra. Good oil that way.
Okay.
Right, okay, we'll get straight into Saturday. We'll start with South Australia. Imperial Force was very good in the Arrowfield. Had a nice gallop last Saturday without having to do a whole heap, only the 2 weeks between runs. But he's in a race called the Tobin Bronze, Group 2, 2-year-old, $250,000. Drawn Gate 1, Jamie Malamon. He was super in the Arrowfield sprint. I think that form's going to hold up pretty well, and he should be really a good chance. It's hard. I haven't looked at a whole heap of the competitors. I've got to be honest. normally a little bit more switched on, but we can't fault how he's going. His 2 runs prior to the Arrowfield were outstanding, particularly at Warren. It was a city race, but he's 3 deep, no cover. So I think he's going really well. I don't think the Arrowfield run was an outlier at all. I was very confident and had run well that day, and he still looks fantastic. So he's got to be a really good chance. We go to Randwick now, race 1, Hayek. He was okay first up. He ran a good 4th, wasn't beaten far in a very strong race. Gets a little bit of weight relief. We've got Jason Collard on Saturday. He'll be able to put himself right there. I guess the wet track is a bit of a question mark, but he's got a heap of ability, and I think that less than 2-week turnaround will actually be a positive for him, so I'm confident that will work out. Passage Yard at race 4, drawn gate 1. She's trialled great. She's been very relaxed this time in. We're really happy with her. If she jumps back to what she's capable of, she'll be awfully hard to beat. She has won on a heavy track, but it's still a bit of a question mark first up. But she's got to be a hope in what looks a pretty open race. Then we go to race 7, Star May. We've already touched on her a little bit. She's going well. She's improved for the first up run. Tough race and definitely up in grade, but I think she's going well. Q's Likely. This is Lobby's bet, believe it or not, each way. I think it's about 25 to 1. So he's gone for a favourite and an outsider, our man G Lob. And Passage Yada is actually Luke's bet. And Q's Likely, she was okay first up, so she drops back considerably from a Group 2 sprint to 1500 in the Precise Air handicap. We know the Precise Air people very well, good people, good products. So I guess the wet track's a little bit of a question mark. She went down to Caulfield and didn't quite fire at the back end of last prep, but she's up and going. She's definitely fit in. She galloped well yesterday. And then we get into race 9. I like both of these horses. I Stole a Merc's been going really well. He was a dominant winner at Hawkesbury, albeit provincial grade last time. And Yankee won at big odds at Warwick Farm. She was able to push forward, sit outside the lead that day, and she won at big odds. And we're confident she'd run well. The blinkers on have definitely helped her. She's rock hard fit. Gate 1 will be positive. She's actually my each way bet, but I think I Stole a Merc and her. There's not too much between them in an open race. Both really good chances, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're both in it. And Yankee 1 is George's tip. So there we go. And here we go. Bobby, who's your best of the weekend?
Well, I think that's pretty obvious. I'm going to go with Overpass this weekend. I actually forgot to mention earlier, I think he's better this time around. I think he's better off for that run first up. We've obviously come into the clocker first up each time. But obviously going off of his run in the TJ, which is brilliant. I think he's really come on from that run. And yeah, I couldn't ask him to be in better shape. So that is my tip.
Any more questions?
Are you coming to Rockhampton for the Archer?
I won't be there for the races, but I think I'm going to get up there for the lunch on the Friday, Calcutta lunch. So looking forward to that. Coast to coast, up and down.
Okay, I think that's about it. Lots of good luck comments.
Good luck for the weekend. Enjoy Anzac Day. We'll see you next Friday, hopefully from the stables. No, maybe not. Maybe in Rockhampton.